So God's will is to redeem anyone and everyone that comes to Him. Um, Staying on this emo kick, there is a band that came out when I was in high school, and I didn't necessarily listen to them, but I had a friend that really liked them, like their song at least, and I remember her always headbanging when it came on. I didn't really quite understand it. I thought it was a catchy song, but I was always a very like aesthetically inclined and visual person. So when I looked at a video, it kind of would sway my decision on whether I like the song or not. This particular song was called Helena, and it's by the group My Chemical Romance. So I remember the video being kind of dark. I didn't really understand it. Like, I mean, all the black, and they're at a funeral, and they're dancing, and he's got the heavy black eyeliner and that kind of thing, and I didn't get it. But now I understand a bit more, understanding that there's life and death here on this earth, spiritually, not just physically, but there's spiritual death and there's spiritual life. Um, yeah, so I listened to one of their songs the other month called The Black Parade. And as I was listening to it, I realized that some of the lyrics were using that biblical language again. So people don't know this, but a lot of people in the music industry, they make contracts with Satan. A lot of the music that they might sing or write is meant to keep people in spiritual bondage, but sometimes it's even though they are prophets of Satan, and Satan is literally speaking through them. So Taylor Swift had a song called "Look What You Made Me Do," and when I listened to it, I was like, she's definitely like channeling the devil, and the devil is speaking through her to God. It's not good. And there was even times in the music video in which reminded me of almost Egyptian art, like when she had this like her head to her side and she was looking out the corner of her eye. A lot of Egyptians will make their paintings look like that. Like, you don't see them face forward, you always see them turn to the side. Don't know why that is, but people will often make references to Egypt because it was the place of slavery and bondage. She's also sitting upon a throne, and it's just giving me a Jezebel spirit. I think there was a part where she had a goblet or like a cup, and it talks about how the whore of Babylon is holding a cup with like the blood of the saints type deal. It was definitely a demonic video. So this song, The Black Parade, I'm not going to go as far as to say that it's Satan speaking through these people, and in fact, I kind of think it's the opposite. It seems like to me he's reminiscing on his childhood, because it's the lyrics go something like his father took him to see a marching band, and he asked him if he would be the savior of the beaten, the broken, and the damned. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely biblical lingo. The video and the song kind of reminds me of Solomon when he said, I'm black, but I'm lovely. The sun has scorched me. I have taken care of my father's sheep, but I did not take care of my own vineyard, concerning his own self, his business, that kind of thing. God said you can either eat from the tree of life, or you can eat from the tree of good and evil. Solomon had chosen all these wives that caused him to fall and that kind of thing. I'm not sure, exactly of the situation that was happening with Solomon where he felt scorched by the sun. But I can tell you this, that the sun in the summertime, just like this lyric of My Chemical Romance says he's going to lead him in the summer to join the Black Parade. The sun is hottest in the summertime, and in the Bible it talks about it scorching people, because it's supposed to represent the refinement of the saints, the burning out of all the tares and all the impurities and that kind of thing. So what it seems like in this video is this person has been scorched from the sun in the summertime, and it has led to their spiritual death type deal. So it's definitely a spiritual song. But this is where a lot of these musicians are coming from also. There's a band called, I don't know their name, but they have a song called Miss Murder. I think it might be AFI. I don't know. But it's basically talking about the harlot and the seduction of the harlot. That's who Miss Murder is. It's the harlot. There's a part in the Matrix where Neo is walking, and there's a woman walking past in red, and he turns around and looks at her. And then when he turns back, the agent Smith has a gun in his face, because the harlot represents sin and seduction, deception, which is what happened to Eve. That's why a lot of times the woman is likened to him or her who has undergone the deception. That's why Israel is called a woman, even if it's referring to a man. So anyway, just wanted to give that little tidbit. But many of these musicians they're speaking biblical terms, and people don't know. They think they're talking about love or whatever the deal is. No, they're talking about that spiritual relationship between themselves and God, or themselves and the devil, or the devil speaking through them. So anyway, I didn't really make this video to talk too much about that. I made this video to say that Gerard Way, after doing some research, the guy grew up as a Catholic. I believe that God is calling him. I felt led to pray for the man, and I feel like people should pray for him as well, because I don't know if it's that he's searching or if God is calling him or whatever the deal is, but pray for this man and pray for people in the music industry, because, you know, most of them are still human and they can be taken out of these things. So you guys be blessed, and you have a good one. Bye.